Hey, how you guys doing, man? Welcome to Friday Share Beer for what is this? April 28th, 2017. I literally just walked in the door, so you have to be patient with me. I'm still catching my breath. So, but we have Mark and Neri with us, and Neri just in the pre-show whipped out his big white one and put it on the counter up there.
Yeah.
Just showing off. He didn't even say nothing. He just I unzipped and put it out there. You know what I'm saying? And then he just a continuation from last Friday there. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like we never stopped. It just
we
keeps
never
going.
stopped. You know, this is, for those of you that don't know, this is the group where 14-year-old grown men come to hang out. Yeah.
I just celebrated my 14th birthday for the 29th time.
Exactly.
39th time. Wait a minute. 39th time.
Yeah, this is where grown-ass 14-year-olds come to hang out. That's pretty much our mentality level. So anything above that is just forget about it, okay? Yep. So what do you got, Mark?
Well, I just
looks
got
like
back from Arbys, and I got myself a meat gyro, a beef gyro.
Is that a turkey? Is that one of those turkey gyros? He doesn't know how to pronounce them.
It's the roast beef one. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So I got that, and I'm gonna have it with one of these Tartastics.
So have you had one yet, or
no? I've not had their gyro. Yeah,
I don't even have an Arby's close to me to even, Arby's and what's the other one? The fish one, the Long John Silver's. Mm-hmm. Those are the two kind of forgotten fast food chains for me. Like they're never around where I live, so I just never. You know what I'm saying?
We have one relatively close. I mean, I go there maybe once every couple of months, but. I didn't really. I went out, got a nice workout in this morning. Got up early, worked for a few hours, went out for a workout. Got really hungry, so I figured, what's better way to refuel than with an Arby's? Because we got the meat.
Yeah, no, see, and that's the thing of it. I love the commercials. The commercials are great. Mm-hmm. So get all of that in, because I want a full review on. I like the way he calls them Mediterranean tacos. Mm-hmm. Neri, if you haven't seen the commercials, you probably can go on YouTube and look them up. But in any case, he's got this really deep voice. He's always low, and then he's like stuck on what to call a gyro or a gyro, or he's like, I don't know, whatever the hell he call it, Mediterranean taco. He says, mm-hmm. And he's got this great, really deep, throaty voice, and he just really I actually do like the commercials, but
this is actually pretty good. I mean, the bread is pretty good. It's got that gyro sauce, kind of that tangy sauce. They've got some red onions on it, some tomatoes. I don't see any olives, and then it's just basically roast beef, sliced roast beef in the middle instead of lamb.
So it's right. But
yeah, it's pretty good. And it goes good with the Tartastic.
Oh, now, see, to be true to it.
Oh yeah, yep.
We got at least someone's representing with label out malt beverage right now.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not.
Yeah, Mark's like, yeah, that wasn't me.
I still got 5 hours of work out of me, so.
Yeah, and the Tartastic, we already know you've had that a few times already now.
It's a good one. Yeah, I brought 2 of them up, and those are going to be. I still have 1 left, so that's going to be the last couple of the 6-pack. So.
Okay, and I wanted to save Neri for so he can really introduce his kind of crappy beer that he's got there. I mean, one of these days this guy's going to get some real beer.
See, it's not even a glass. It's like a solid thick glass bottle, so you can't see how crappy the beer is.
You can't even see it. Like, what is that?
Yeah.
And then it's got foo-foo foil all over it. Ooh.
Yeah. That makes it better. What you got now?
Yeah. What is that? Something oak? What is that? A stout?
It's okay.
It's a Dutch Imperial Stout.
So what is that? Socius or something? Socius?
Socius Oak.
Oh, Socius. Okay, yeah, okay.
Socius Oak Imperial Stout.
Ooh, that's good.
It's from the what's the brewery called? Let me take a look. The Pimpelmeesch brewery in Holland. Pimpelmeesch is a little bird in Holland.
I'm gonna have to go glasses for this one.
Yeah.
Anymore, I'm having to whip out the glasses a little more often than I like. Yeah.
And I have something from Belgium. Don't know if you
Yeah.
guys ever heard of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
That's pretty popular here, actually. A lot of people. If you're, I think that almost might be your first Belgian beer if you have that, or one of them. That's going to be one of your first three.
Is that a triple? Is that what that is, Neri? If I remember right.
Is it a double?
Double or triple?
Is no.
Or is it a strong ale?
Delirium. We can look that up in a second. Right now, I have your first one up here.
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah, this the Belgian one is a triple.
Oh, it's triple. Okay, okay.
Hey, there's something strange with the video. You guys can see me, but I can not see you. But
hey, you know what? That's not a bad thing, Neri. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
You don't want to start off your weekend bad.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's not such a bad thing. To not have to see this is actually a plus for this show. I think the ratings are higher when we
get more views.
Yeah, we get a lot more views. The response is so much better. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, and it's actually that beer you're having right now, that Socius Oak, is pretty popular. It looks like. Looks like we've got, let's see here, sharing the screen. It's going a little slow. 1,342 ratings, 153 in the last 30 days. It's pretty good. The rest is in Deutsch, right? In Dutch.
Yeah, it's in Dutch, but it's a very little brewery in Holland. I think it's in. Let me take a look. It's in the south of Holland.
In the south, okay. 3.7 rating though, 8.5 ABV.
Okay.
So it's solid, man. It's and it's everywhere. It's on Beer Advocate. It's on it's on Rate Beer. You know, some of the beers you've showed haven't been, so that's pretty good.
We can try it.
What now? The bottle cap looked pretty cool too. What kind of design was on the top of that?
This is a blank one, unfortunately.
Oh, is it a blank one? Oh, I thought, okay, maybe. Oh, that was from my angle, I guess. Yeah, that when you had it set. Okay, sorry about that.
But they have a. Yeah, the guy from the liquor store recommended to me, so I thought, okay, let's try this one. Socius Oak. Shall we try it?
Yeah, man, yes, absolutely. I love the glass. I like the glass, man.
See if it smokes.
Yeah,
let's see.
We don't know. I had some ones that didn't smoke. Some other beers.
Now I like that glass because it's a little taller, right? The actual glass part itself is a little taller, right? Yeah. I have one similar to that, not exact, but similar. I like those for sampling beer, actually.
Yeah, it's a nice glass. I use this one a lot.
Yeah, I just kind of rediscovered mine that's similar to that. One of my last reviews I did in a glass similar to that, and I like it because I can pour it up to about, I don't know, a quarter of the way, and then it just gives you, like, you can really swirl it around and get an idea of the body and the color and everything. They're wonderful glasses for. I would imagine you could use them for wine too, but you would associate them with beer. You know, I'm a beer guy, so I always associate it with beer. You know. Yeah, Lofi says looks fancy. Yeah. Let's see the smoke, man. Everybody wants the smoke, man.
Yeah, let's hope so. Okay, here he goes.
Oh, yeah, it's still coming out. Yeah, look at that. This guy's a stud.
Mm-hmm.
It's still going. This is ridiculous, man. It's not quite as big and fluffy and everything like some of the other smoke, but still represented pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Slow start.
Yeah. Hey, what matters is the taste of the beer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Very dark, very dark.
Love that. It better be, huh? It better be nice and dark. Let's see what we're. This
is really, really thick, really dark.
It's an imperial stout. That should be almost like.
Now I'm showing. Did you pay somewhere in the neighborhood of I don't know how you say. Would that be €2.59?
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like basically 250.
Yeah.
275. I mean, it's so
somewhere in there. Yeah.
A lot of head.
This is and let me show you this site here, Neri. You might be able to read it more than I can. Can you see it at all or no?
No,
you can't see
it. It's black. Let me try to.
I actually love this website though. I wish I could read all of it, but I mean, it looks like you've got Trappist. They've got all the different styles down the left side of it, so you can get right to the kind of beer you want. And it looks like a beer store, really, like an online, like a Dutch beer store, because you have quadruples, you have kind of your fruit beers, your lambics, IPAs, your doubles, barley wines, barrel aged. God, this is everything you could ever want.
Try Google Translate, Joe. It'll probably.
I'll put the. I was looking for the translate link. I'll put the link in the chat, Neri, and then you could maybe copy and paste it for yourself and see. But yeah, I tried. See, I did. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry, I missed it. I'm sorry. My bad. There it is. Dutch to English. Come on, baby. Show it to me. Yep, there it is. Yep.
Why?
Yep.
Why can't I see it? Why? What's?
I put it in the chat. So yeah. Now the description on this beer you're having is layered on oak wood with an aroma of wood, sour chocolate, and roasted malt. Taste is sweet, coffee, chocolate, a tint of acid. I would imagine for us that'd be a hint of acid, spices, and wood.
Okay.
So this should be very interesting. Good. Yeah, this should be. Sounds kind of like a combination of a sour type of imperial stout. Very interesting with a little coffee in there and stuff. Man, this is a little bit of a complex beer you've got there, man. What are you getting from that?
Oh, definitely coffee, chocolate.
Are you getting the sour notes at all?
Yeah, the sour note. That's the first thing you get.
Okay, and is it on the nose too? Are you getting the aroma of sour as well?
No, only a little bit. It's more. The smell is more like chocolate and coffee for me.
Okay.
And when you take a sip, it's like a little. Do you know this word? Toffee?
Yeah.
Caramel, maybe. Yeah.
Now the acid. What would the acid be, Mark? Would that be? They said a hint of acid. What would be a hint of acid? Well, I mean, when I think of acid in beer, I'm thinking like it would like citrus. But
yeah,
it wouldn't be citrus though. Not in this beer, would it?
Could be like coffee acid, like you get from an acidic
possibly.
coffee.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
And then they said it's bitter, spicy. Are you getting any sort of nutmegs or any sort of spices at all? Or
yeah, afterwards, when you wait a little while, it's a little sparkling, a little peppermint on the tongue.
Peppermint. So maybe that's the sweet part they were talking about. Okay.
But this is I would say it's a little bit complex beer. It's
a
lot of
oh, cool.
Now that you mention it, because it's Auspicious Oak, what is this? Pimpelmeesch or something?
It's Pimpelmeesch. It's a little bird from the Netherlands.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe that has something to do with peppermint, but I guess not. I like my version better, Neri, because that kind of, I could kind of, but you made it into a bird, and I'm like, no, that's a buzzkill.
Joe was thinking.
Yeah,
another type of bird.
Yeah, in my loose translation, it was like, okay, that's some kind of peppermint, maybe in Dutch. And Neri's like, no, that's a bird, stupid. Here's a bird for you, Neri.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. No, it sounds like you got a fantastic beer there.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's great. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, thank you, Lofi. I appreciate you jumping in, man. Absolutely. Thank you. Oh, does Mark have the green egg? He absolutely does.
Yes, I do.
He absolutely does. He'll keep that till he dies. He'll probably be buried in it.
I think that's the plan. I'm just going to cremate put my ashes in the egg, and that'd be a lot less expensive than buying a casket.
I think that's the plan. Like, Pam has strict instructions to take the ash and then make one last brisket with it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's and that way you got some of me in you, right? That's yeah.
Yes, I do have a big green egg.
Now, Neri, I saved the best part for last. Now, describe the wood to me, will you? Now, would you call that Richard or Mike, or how are you? What whose flavor wood is this?
Sorry, I didn't get it. Sorry.
That's okay. It was lame. Lame anyway. I kind of threw it out there, and and it didn't quite work. So that's okay, man. That's okay. So Mark, give us the final judgment, man, on what the pairing of the gyro, the Mediterranean taco, with the Citradelic. How did that go? Was that It
went pretty good. The sauce on the gyro was kind of like Greek sauce, so it's kind of had a little tangy, whatever. And that goes pretty good with the beer. The beer's got a little bit more of a citrus, like a lemony kind of flavor. But
it's kind of really an all-around beer, though, isn't it? I mean, that beer could kind of go with
just about anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to like tart. I mean, it is definitely on the tart/sour side, but it's not that funky sour. It's just kind of like that lemon tarty stuff. So that pairing, I could see getting that gyro again.
Yeah, like I said, if they were anywhere near my kind of immediate area, I could go find one. I mean, it wouldn't be hard, you know what I'm saying? But it's not one of those restaurants I really try to find. And Neri, I want to get back to you with that beer once it's kind of that head has settled down a little bit, because I know you get different when you get a beer that complex and you had that huge head. You're going to get a different taste note. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you just had that one slightly chilled, right? You didn't have that real cold.
No, I had it around, I think 9 or 10 degrees.
Okay.
Celsius, of course.
Right. Celsius, right. I'm getting a little more used to Celsius now that we're using it more. Like, this show really helps. Yeah, this particular show, because it definitely helps me on the. Now, And so the color is just straight. It's not even close to Dr. Pepper. It's just straight black.
Yeah, it's almost black. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I imagine from a beer that complicated with that kind of profile they're describing. That sounds like a good one, man. If I ever find it, I'm definitely gonna pick that one up. That's a good one. You know what? There was actually, Neri, I really fully intended. They had a bigger selection of beers from Holland at my Total Wine than I expected. The problem was, dear God, for like that bottle you got right now, it was like over $10, and I was like, oh yeah, nah. You know what I'm saying?
Steep.
That was pretty steep. So literally for a bottle that size, it was all the beers they had there were between $7 and $11. So it was like,
yeah.
I'm good. You know, I've had some of the other popular Holland beers, so we'll just have to call it good for right now. Yeah, that was. I already had an expensive cart full of stuff. Now, what's this Phillips Perfect Draft Beer Machine Mark is talking about here in the chat?
Oh, guys, I'm gonna start the hangout again here because it's a little flaky here.
Okay.
Picture goes. I'm back within 2 minutes.
Okay, no problem. We got other stuff to talk about. Not a problem, brother.
Okay.
Phillips Perfect Beer Machine.
Yeah, I need to look this up because
I think it's something where you hook up like a 5-gallon keg to it.
Oh,
so it's like a little mini kegerator, I think.
Okay. Well, wait a minute, because they're now new draft beer dispensers now it's in Phoenix. Let's see what
the third one down.
Third.
HD.
Oh, right here. Okay. So it's yeah. Oh, it is. So it's pretty much exactly like remember that? Who's the soda machine maker? And they were coming out with a beer machine version of that soda maker.
SodaStream.
SodaStream.
Yep.
Yes. And they came out with it, but it hadn't hit the US yet. And I bet you this is the same thing because it looks exactly the same.
Oh, and it uses those little kegs. This is like those little mini kegs.
Oh, this one's a little different.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's got a different spin on it. So it actually uses little kegs. Look at that. You know what? Let's see. How God, can I make this bigger somehow? This blows. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
So how big the keg, it's got to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find a size on here. Now let me go. 6 liter, he says. 6 liter fresh draft. He says it's amazing. The Dutch bloke will know. I love that word. I need to use that word more. You know what, Neri? You'll be very proud of me, my friend. I actually got to use and I used it. I was like, you know what? I forget what happened. Someone was trying to tell me something, and I was like, at work. I got to do it at work. It was great. And they were like, what the hell? And I'm like, yeah. I didn't even let him off the hook. I didn't tell him what it was, where I got it from, or nothing. I was like, yeah, that one's mine, baby. You can't use it. You know what I'm saying? So bloke, I need to use bloke more. I like that word. Yeah, bloke. Like if I called someone a bloke over here, they wouldn't know whether to be insulted or he would be like, he just called me a bloke.
Yeah.
How do I feel about that? You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't really know. You know, you're like, hey, bloke. You're like, let's see. You're going through your list of political correctness. Should I be offended?
It sounds like you should be, but you really don't know. I mean, there's not quite enough information.
I don't have enough. There's not enough there. Bloke. Let's see. Go more through my PC reference guide. Okay, flip pages. You're like, no, it's not quite there. Yeah, I know that's English. That's England. That's London talk. I know. You know what's great about things like this, and they're not calling it a hangout anymore, right? Officially, right? Because they shut down hangouts, right?
What's it called? A live stream, right?
A live stream or something. Now, in the title up here, it says hangouts.google.com. But I had heard they officially shut down Hangouts, so I don't know.
Oh.
But I'm just going by what I heard. Yeah, no, yeah, I know there's no offense. We have a lot of friends from the UK. I'm just saying. See, look, in that awesome Neri what you can do with that glass, it's so cool. Look at that. He whipped out another good beer on us. Now that's a German beer though. Oh, now we can't hear him. You self-muted. You have to unmute yourself. There you go. But now we hear ourselves and you.
No?
We're getting feedback.
Yeah.
Is it echo or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Neri's like, oh my God, I'm having all these problems, man. I just want to have a beer.
There we go. We're good now.
Yeah,
now we're
good. Yeah.
Is it better like this?
It's much better.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Problems all solved. No, you're good, man. You're good. I like that beer machine. You know, 6 liters, really quick. I think that's kind of a perfect size, actually. I don't want a kegerator. You know, 5 gallons or 5 liters, whatever they call it. You know, that's just, well, that wouldn't be, wait a minute, 6 liters. Wait a minute. How big is 6 liters, Mark? That's like a little over a gallon, isn't it? It's 2 gallons.
Almost 2 gallons, yeah.
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 Well, that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
6 liters is 12 of these ones.
Okay.
That's
enough for guys to watch a football game or something and drink some beers. Yeah. Or
Or like you if it's
party.
It's refrigerated, right? Like is it
What are you looking at, Joe? At the Philips the perfect draft or?
Yeah, the perfect draft.
A friend of mine has it.
Oh, really? So tell us.
Yeah.
Tell us.
It's great. You can have this what's it called in English? The cans from 5 or 6 liters.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You put it in, but there are only a few cans that can be used by this thing.
Yeah, they've got to get all the beer makers to agree to put them in that package because it's kind of a custom thing.
Yeah. Because Heineken was earlier with this kind of thing.
Oh,
and then Philips.
I lost my audio. I'm sorry, Neri. I lost my audio.
Okay. Heineken was one of the first ones who had this machine, and then Philips also invented one to have more kinds of beer to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But it's great. It's great.
And so, did you say if it was refrigerated or not, or?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay. So you could basically put that 6 liter. Oh yeah, now I see 6 liter written all over these darn things. How come I didn't see that?
Yeah.
So you could basically, and it's showing four different kegs right now. 4 different, draft deals for 100 euros. A Stella Artois, you've got Lowenbrau, the Leffe Blonde,
Francis Kenner also.
There's a bunch of them. Yeah, look at that. This is pretty cool. I think that's, you know what, Mark, because you could buy one of those and still buy beers that you want to buy and have a nice draft, probably for I would think a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
That would be good to have like a beer or two when you get home, you know, for a week or two.
Yeah. Because really,
the keg for 7.
Everybody I know that's bought a kegerator, unless you're, I imagine Barrick's pretty happy with what he's got. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else that I know that's had a kegerator, I mean, ends up getting rid of them. I mean, it's just too much.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
it really is. It's just too much. It's like, but this seems like a decent size. You know,
it's great when you're having a little party or something like that.
Yeah.
Take it in a garden, and
yeah, or tailgating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's like that little keg of the brown ale we got, Joe. Remember when I showed up at your house and we although we drank almost all that night, but
right. Yeah, but I mean, so this is basically twice that size.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hold on.
You still have that keg? Joe still has it. So we did a like 7 years ago, Neri. I went and was in New Mexico, which was where Joe is, and I met up with him, and
see,
like, hey, look, I just got this Newcastle Brown Ale. So we did the Share a Beer show together and drank, I think, almost all of that night.
Yeah, this is the one.
Plus a few other beers.
Yeah, and
great, man.
And this will stay fresh. 5 liters actually. So this is
so we drank most of it.
And you know what? I've bought these and killed them by myself. I have to admit. So I mean, the only trick to these little mini keg deals is they have to be cold.
Yeah.
They have to be cold. So because this one's recommending. As a matter of fact, look they do show that beer tender in here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they do, huh? Yeah.
So, and it says it'll keep for 30 days. I haven't looked at one of these in a long time. I don't even know that I've seen them for sale anymore, but maybe they do somewhere. I just haven't looked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just have not looked. It's just not my thing right now. But I'm telling you what, it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? I think this got beer mailed to me, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you got that like the week or two before we met up, and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna save that. That just like showed up on your post office box one time. You're like, hey, look at that.
Yeah. The Newcastle sent me a bunch of that's right, because they sent me a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Newcastle did, and because they sent me pins and all kinds of crap. Yeah, I remember that now.
But Joe, is that one has to be? Does it have to be placed in a machine, or is it with its own?
It has its own little system, but it can be placed in a machine.
Okay.
So
you have I know them.
It had a thing that you put up here, and it would pour over the side.
And it had like a little Insta tap with a hose on it with a clip.
It had its own little tap, but then apparently you can put it in a machine. But this one's pretty old already. So it doesn't have a. You know what, Mark? It doesn't have a date on it. We would have booted this thing.
Yep.
Yeah, this was the day and age when, boy, putting a date on stuff wasn't that important. And but no, trust me, that it wasn't bad. It was, not quite as good as a regular Newcastle. Not that Newcastle's the greatest thing you've ever had, but
time for beer too.
Earth says he's late to the party, but at least he showed up.
Yes, welcome.
Now he says the Phillips chills it to 3 degrees. That's what Mark said. Yeah. See, boom.
Now wait a minute. Before I pour it in the glass, I gotta do like this, right?
Pour it in.
Yeah.
I just malt liquored my craft beer.
Yeah, you just malt liquored the craft beer, the good beer. Yeah.
I'm gonna rinse the glass.
Okay. I'm gonna crack open my premium beverage here.
Oh, great Rita.
Smoke. Show the smoke.
Oh!
Yeah,
look at that, baby!
Oh yeah.
Oh!
Now doesn't that look delicious, Neri?
What?
Yeah.
What is that?
What abomination is that?
It's a premium adult beverage. Look at that.
Yeah, just look up Grape Rita.
It's a Grape Rita. Yeah, it's a Bud Light Lime Grape Rita.
What?
So it's basically like Bud Light with grape juice added.
Artificial grape juice.
Artificial grape juice. That's right.
Thank you very much. Get it right, Mark. Yeah. it's a Bud Light, picture a Bud Light Lime margarita, grape flavored. And that's what we have here in the can. And this is a 25-ounce can. This ain't even a 22 or 24 ounce. They give you a full extra ounce, baby. That artificial flavor just really pops, man. I mean, you know, and that real high carbonation and everything. Yeah, get a look at that, baby. That looks like Grimace from McDonald's right now. That's what I'm talking about.
Is that 8% like all the other Ritas?
Rita Nation. See, her profit jumped in just in time to save the day. Rita Nation. Yeah, I believe I can take credit for that. I think I'm the one that started Rita Nation, and we were gonna we fully intended to make shirts, and we never got around to making Rita Nation shirts on. But hey, we got Thomas back in there. What's up, man? Good to see you. Heineken have launched the Submachine now with 2-liter torps. Really? What would that?
2-liter torpedoes. Those are little things. 2 liters. Yeah, that's like 4 of those bottles, right? Neri? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's almost like, why bother if it's that small, right?
Other than I guess it's brown.
There's a "that's what she said" in there somewhere, right? I mean, just to be, we need to get that one out of the way because it was hanging. Yeah, it was hanging out there, so you had to, you know, get that one out of the way. Okay, Neri, let's see, man. You know, you got to maintain the rep. Yeah, but that's a German beer, so you've got a good excuse if there's no smoke in there. Pretty popular one too, though, because a lot of us have had that as well, right?
Yeah, it's double. In Germany, it's called a Doppelbock.
Doppelbock.
Bayerisch beer. Okay. Try this one. Oh, you want to see the cap?
Yeah, what does the cap look like? Yeah, of course.
I hope you can see it.
Oh yeah, it's got like the crest on there, huh? Yeah. Yeah. How do they spell that? Is it IE or EI?
Weihenstephaner.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah, Weiss. I can never say that name, never.
And in German, it's Weihenstephaner.
Yeah, Weihenstephaner. Yeah, there you go. That's the way. That's the way you say it.
Weihenstephaner, no? Okay, let's try another time.
So it's basically like Stevens wheat beer, essentially. Oh yeah, look at that liquid smoke.
Look at it with this guy.
Oh,
look at that.
That's not right.
It's gotta be.
I think what it is.
Look at that. What are you doing with that thing?
Yeah, it's just. Is there any beer in there, or is it just full of smoke?
Yeah, it's just full of smoke. You know, I think Neri secretly puts smoke in there, and then recaps the bottle and shows off is what's happening.
This is dark too. Okay. Dark brown.
Yeah, you would cut it.
Oh, sweet. I'm already smelling sweet. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Well, that's a Doppelbock, so it's should be really malty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. Can you see the little or?
Yeah. Yeah. Now that one's got a definite, kind of, I guess. It's more brown though. I was going to compare it to Dr. Pepper. That one's more like I would think root beer. That one's more root beer colored.
I like this color. It's ruby.
Yeah, it seems like it's got a real dark red ruby color to it.
Yeah, he's got the perfect lighting for smoke. He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, the light. Yes, I have the lighting for the smoke, indeed.
Yes.
Oh, this is. I like this one. Yeah.
You've never had that one before?
No.
Oh, you haven't? Okay. Well, they've got a bunch of them, man.
Yeah, they have a lot.
Yeah.
We get a pretty good mix of their stuff here.
Yeah, absolutely. Like. Well, they're a big brewery. They're old, right? They're
it's in Germany. It's almost. I think it's the oldest brewery in Bayer in Germany.
That's what I was. Aren't they one of the oldest?
Yeah.
Aren't they one of the oldest kind of what would you call it? The breweries that continues to brew beer, like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they are.
How long have they been around? Let's see here.
Probably only like 300 years.
Okay, here you go. The Bavarian State Brewery, and I'm not even trying to say that name again. Founded in 1040 is the oldest continuously. That's what I thought. Oldest continuously operated brewery in the world.
Okay. Yeah.
Being owned by the Free State of Bavaria, which was where I was at. I was in Bavaria as well. It is run as a modern company brewing beers of the highest quality, successfully selling them in more than 45 countries worldwide. So, yeah, they are. I mean, the brewery itself gets almost a 4 bottle cap rating, so they're pretty solid. Mm-hmm. So that should give you an indication of what they rated this beer at. This beer, I'll show you real quick, share the screen with you as quickly as I can. This beer is almost 42,000 ratings on here, 645 in the last 30.
That looks
3.84 bottle caps.
Mm-hmm.
7.4 ABV, 32 IBUs. I'm curious, Neri, if for a double back, is that body of that beer kind of thin, or is it kind of medium bodied? I'm thinking that's kind of a medium bodied beer, huh?
Yeah, you're right. It's medium body. It's a little bit sweeter than the Imperial Stout that I had a few minutes ago.
Wow.
But I had some other things from Weihenstephaner, their normal Hefeweizen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this one I got from a friend of mine, and I had never heard of it. So, but this is just very sweet for a double. It's a bit too sweet, but okay.
Yeah, no, that's. If I'm not mistaken, that's the beer that that I first had in Germany. That, of course, it was the Weissen beer. You know what I'm saying? But it was that they mixed with soda. You know what I'm saying? So they, half and half, either Sprite or Coke or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that was the first I had even heard of such a thing. Was of course when I was in Germany back in the day. Boy. That was
they still do that. They still mix it with Sprite.
Yeah, Sprite. Okay. Yeah.
And then they call it their own Radler.
Yeah, Radler. Yeah, but that's where kind of I would imagine that it started. That whole Radler type thing was from them doing that. Because I had that, man. You're talking in '89. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how long ago that was. Unfortunately, it seems like it wasn't that long ago, but
89. That was my military shift as well.
Oh, really?
Maybe you guys met up in a beer tent somewhere and you didn't even know.
That's kind of curious, Neri, because now were you in Germany at that time?
No, I was in Holland.
Okay, so you strictly served only in Holland.
Yeah, Dutch infantry.
Okay, because I was going to say, I remember training a lot of troops. That was one of the things we did, was work with, I think I ended up working with 13 different countries.
Yeah.
And I had the Italians with me the most. And we would train different military policemen, because that's what I was in the service. So we would train different MPs on how to be MP, on how to police. And the Germans we spent a long time with, just actually trying to, at that time, like I said, this is a long time ago. Things they're obviously way different now, because I'm talking to some of the cats we're getting straight out of the service now at my job, and it's a whole different army, for Christ's sake. Wow. I mean, my eyes have been like, what? You know what I'm saying? But back then, we were actually teaching the Germans, I mean, basic kind of, for us, military stuff. We were teaching them basic infantry stuff. I mean, it was, I mean, hide behind a tree, stupid, so you don't get hit by bullets. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. I mean, it wasn't like rocket science. I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you don't know this? Are you serious? Like,
just kill and destroy. Kill and destroy.
It's like, do you hear that going over your head? Duck, run for tree. I mean, what? You know what I'm saying? This ain't like the days where we just stood there like idiots and shot each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's funny.
Whenever you watch one of those old like Civil War things, Mark, don't you always get like, dude, what are you doing? Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You literally, now that's kind of major stones, isn't it, too? I mean, you're literally probably, I don't know, just literally a few hundred feet from your enemy, pointing the longest broomstick you've ever seen at each other, and there's at least one solid piece of metal coming towards your ass. Like,
oh yeah, you watch movies like the Revolutionary Civil War, where they just lined up on the opposite ends of the field and they just marched towards each other, and then once they got through the initial rounds, and they bayonet charged each other. I mean, it's just guaranteed to get massive death and destruction.
It's like, what are you doing? I don't know, man. To me, and they're like, honorable. It's like, yeah, honorable. It was, I'm like, what? Yeah. You're lucky, Chief. Like, what are you, I'm like, no, you know what? Y'all go first. I'm going to catch up with you, right? I'm going to catch up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm that guy. Oh, man, I gotta use it. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Okay.
Go ahead without me. Yeah. Don't worry.
Man, my stomach. Oh, man, I got it bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Give me I'm gonna go take care of this, and I got you back though, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and you, dog. Me and you. Just you first.
It is crazy.
Great.
That they used to fight like that.
It is wild to me, man. You see those movies, and it's so realistic. You know what I'm saying? And all countries fought like that. It was like the honorable in the quote Western civilized world. That was the honorable way to fight. Like, right? You dressed up like some idiot wearing some stupid hat that you couldn't conceive of wearing now, and you feathers and stuff hanging out of it, and and you went up there and got in a hurry and got front of the line and got shot. Like, what the hell was that? Like, you know what I'm saying? And now some of the cats are telling me, man, the cat that just got, we're hiring cats straight out of the service right now.
Okay,
I mean, it's literally their first job. Like, they're straight out of the military. And I wish they would have had something like that for me when we got out. But it's wonderful opportunity for these guys to come right into a good job. You know what I'm saying? And but a couple of these guys, I mean, they're telling me stories now about stuff that's happening now. Like, for instance, this one cat, he was telling, I don't think it's like secret stuff. I think it's kind of common. I just didn't know. But he's like, yeah, they're pretty much making it to where we won't even go in anymore. We're sending in drones. That's pretty much it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Then you go into kind of do the final mop up at the end.
Yeah, he was just like, some of the details and stuff he was telling me, man. I'm like, what? Because I was asking him different little things. I was like, hey, I was air assault. Were you? And I know they got rid of air assault since I've been in. That's like old school. And, so I was asking him if he was airborne or anything like that. He's like, no, man, they're pretty much getting rid of airborne. And I'm like, what? airborne?
All been replaced with drones.
And he's like, yeah, man.
Man.
Yeah, he's like, no, they just got these cats and they just fly stuff around, bro. I mean, you know? And I'm like, what? You know?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. And he's like, yeah, man, they've got like whole, you know, they bring people in the service now just to hack like that. And that's literally their job, is they're just hackers. And I'm like, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just
old school.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff he's telling me, man, the weapons, and oh man, I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Blowing my mind right now.
20 years. Really, in the last 20, about the last 15, 20 years, it's changed a lot.
It's just night and day difference, man. It's crazy.
All the internet technology and everything caught up.
So, Neri, you're now with this double block you've gotten, now that it's been a few minutes since you opened it, how is it any different since your first sample?
It's more sweet, even more sweet.
As it warms up, yeah.
That would make sense.
But it's less thicker than I expected.
Yeah, it's definitely medium to light bodied.
Yeah, medium. Yeah.
I'm seeing that roll around, and that's what's so great about that glass, is you can really. I mean, I love that style of glass.
Yeah.
It's just a good beer sampling type of glass. Yeah, this one didn't really matter, so I whipped out the real big, thick, obnoxious, stick it in the freezer glass. You know.
Yeah. Looks like Sadex glass.
Sadex? What is that?
Oh,
Sadiq.
Sadiq. Does he have a glass like this? Does he?
Yeah.
He's got a big, like, clear beer stein type glass. Yeah.
He's always using the same.
Like Oktoberfest. Yeah.
Oktoberfest glass. Yes.
Yeah, this one's not that big though. I don't even think this holds a full beer. It's big in stature, but it doesn't hold a lot of liquid. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably that's what she said line in there too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell that woman. So yeah, it's like a lot of men I know.
Yeah, just to make sure we got that out of the way. You know, there's certain things that you just, and like you know, it's out there, it's hanging, it's the elephant in the room we have to acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, yes, very good, very good, very good. Yeah. So this is the photography portion of the show, and I get to talk about my new camera.
All right. Yeah.
No, I actually haven't got to touch it. I haven't even touched it like that or anything. I wish I could.
Really?
Yeah.
You just taking pictures of it. You haven't taken pictures with it yet.
No, I haven't actually. I haven't. I have to admit. I'm hoping that tomorrow. I'm gonna actually. I got most of my accessories. Some are still coming in the via Amazon as we speak. Some of them should be here today, tomorrow, and then so on and so forth. But I'm gonna charge up most of my batteries and load up the gear, have it ready to go, and hopefully everything goes good tomorrow. And I want to get off and test it at Cars and Coffee tomorrow morning.
Oh, cool!
Because there's all of Scottsdale's finest is coming outdoors nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I mean, temperatures warming up.
Nice comfortable 95.
Nice comfortable 90, 95, 96. You know what I'm saying? It's actually it's supposed to be 91 today, but it's actually really nice. There's a nice breeze blowing. Right now it's 80, so it's not bad. There's a nice breeze blowing. It's overcast. It's super cloudy, so it's a perfect day for photography. I mean, whoops! Look at that.
Perfect.
Oh, my microphone was naked, but it's actually perfect. So I'm hoping tomorrow is a lot like this, and then oh man, you'll have this perfect what would you call it? Filter over. Over all the, and the big man upstairs will give us this perfect cloudy days are perfect for me.
Oh yeah, it's like one big giant softbox over your image.
Exactly, a softbox.
There's no glare or anything like that.
Right.
It's just all nice and soft light.
Exactly.
Softbox. It's a nice word. The softbox.
Yeah. See, photography and beer go together, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. See,
the softbox.
That's what I tell people, Neri. I tell them, you want to see my big black one? I'll show you, Neri. You want to see my big black one? I'll show you.
Show it.
I'll show it to you. I'll whip it out and show it to you. Here, watch it. Here, I'll share it on the screen now. Close your eyes so you ain't got to see it all. Just and then kind of open it a little at a time. See, there you go. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the big. Well, multiple now big black ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Those ones on the right are the old.
Yeah, the ones on the right are my older SLRs, and the one on the left's my new one with the grip. And oh my God, it's just so good. It's just so quiet, so smooth, fast. You know what I'm saying? It really makes me thump myself on the head for not getting a newer camera sooner. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I mean, I've got every single penny out of those.
Yeah, I mean, you got your money's worth out of those 40s.
Yeah.
No, that looks like a nice. Yeah, it's got similar. I mean, you had the dial and the stuff on the 40, and you got it there.
Right. Yeah. Some of the stuff is just Canon.
Set up a little different. Yeah.
Some of the stuff is Canon. Now, if you notice that middle body, that was my main body. That was my main 40.
Okay.
Because it has the eye extender here. If you can, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's got the eye cup thing for your glasses to get enough offset for your glasses, probably.
Well, mostly for my nose, because I didn't want to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you're see, this is the difference. Now, some of you guys that don't really shoot a lot, you only take pictures here and there. When you're looking through the viewfinder, there's a big difference in styles, of course, from photographer to person. There's difference in styles. And it also, one huge factor that none of us really talk about that much, except for Mark knows I bring it up, is the eye you shoot with. If you're left-eyed, you've got a whole different perspective on everything than a right-eyed person. It sounds crazy, but...
And I'm left-eyed. I'm left-eyed as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're a left-eyed person, the nose hits the screen a lot more.
I can imagine, yeah.
Because you're right there. And so when you're what we call chimping and you've got this huge grease spot in the middle of your screen, it's just not. And then if you're in a position like myself and you shoot people and you're trying to show people and you've got this nasty nose grease all over the...
Just ignore that little bit of snot right there. That's just for me. It's not really...
Exactly,
It's not you, it's me.
It's not you, it's me. Exactly, yeah. So that's kind of some of the reasons why I have that extender, and it's only like a ½ inch, well, maybe an inch, but it's just enough to keep your nose mostly out. Your nose will still get on it, but
yeah,
I noticed that it's kind of hard to find one for the 7D Mark II.
Okay,
it's hard to find one. So in the
now, do you wear your glasses when you shoot or not?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, so you've got enough distance. The diopter adjustment's enough, so you can get you can see through the viewfinder fine with your glasses on.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. And I don't like to not shoot with my glasses because I do a lot of, even if I'm not chipping, I do a lot of moving the camera and looking at my scene and
Yeah.
And then I immediately put my head back, so it would be just a huge distraction to.
Yeah.
Like constantly, I do see some people shoot like that. They'll put their glasses on their head or something, or they'll have their glasses on a lanyard. I do see people shoot like that, and it's just I can't.
I do that sometimes, but I mean I wear contacts, but I need reading glasses at this point. So depending, I will carry the reading glasses with me sometimes, but most of the time I don't need them. Especially now with the big camera, because I could just use the little loop to look at the big big glass on the back.
I got my new fast card too. I got my big fast card. I ordered a nice big fast card.
64 gig?
Yeah, I think so. As a matter of fact, yeah, because I knew I needed something. I needed a bigger one, baby, because
yeah, bigger and stuff.
Yeah, because this one's got a bigger slot in it, so it could fit a bigger card.
Oh, so you have two cards in there, right? So it automatically copies one to the next, so you've got a backup every time you shoot.
There's a whole bunch of reasons why I went with this instead of the 80. Now, a lot of people are going the opposite way because of the performance of the actual chip and stuff is 2 years newer.
Yep.
So you're getting a lot better this and that. But a lot of those people are coming from a 7D, and they're trying to make up their mind between a 7D and the Mark II, or the 70D. I mean, so they're coming from a 7D, and they're trying to make their mind up between the 7D Mark II or the 80. So a lot of them are like, well, let me just go to the 80. That's a bigger jump. But for me, coming from the 40. Crap, I could get the 70D and still be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? But there was a whole bunch of reasons like that, because I got the 2 card slots. So now I do kind of got to load up on some of the SD cards. I don't have any SD cards, but I'll gradually move up.
That's right, yeah, because the 40D used those. Did they use CF cards?
CF,
or something?
yeah. So I still have CF cards, and I'm still going to use my old ones. But I've got that big fast one now, so I'm going to test that one out. And then there's some others that I'd like to buy. And what's kind of funny is I actually like on the grip, I like that joystick better than that new joystick controller that they have on the actual body itself. I find that one's easier to navigate, and I do shoot and portrait a lot anyway, so that's good that I like that.
So it's nice when you tilt it up, then you've got it easy to move with your thumb, right?
Right. So for those of you that are maybe contemplating buying an SLR or buying one of those new nice mirrorless cameras, and you don't know whether you should get a grip or not, man, the grip just helps me so much. Because then you don't have to do this, you know what I'm saying? So when you turn it, you can still keep your hand nice and like this, so you're not, I don't know, over the top. No,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Neri? So because you turn your camera and you've got the shutter button over here, so you have to get to the top, because your shutter button was here, so you turned it and now it's here. So that way with the grip, you always stay here, so you just turn. And it's always boom, boom, boom.
Shutter button's in the same spot. Yeah.
Plus, it's more grip to grab it, But little tricks, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much, but yeah, it's great. It's
What kind of thing do you have around your phone, Joe?
Me?
What's the Is it
It's a case, just a thin little. It's a thin.
Yeah, but
a thin case.
Is it not something special, or?
No, it's a cheap little case from Amazon. See.
Because, okay. I thought it was the same that I have, but no, it's different. It's different.
It's probably the same premise, just a different form of the same thing. Because this is rubber around the outsides, and this is just clear plastic. But you know what, man? I tell you what, this thing, I've dropped my phone now a few times. I'm not real proud of saying that, but I have. And nothing's ever happened to my phone.
Yeah.
I mean, it is just the greatest little case. And it was cheap. It's inexpensive, that is. It's,
Yeah, it's almost the same case as I have.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
The bezel is orange, yeah.
It's pretty close. So,
it's over.
It's just a slightly different design to it. That's all. So it's. In any case, we better get out of here. Thank you, Neri, and thank you, man, everybody. We had a nice little chat room going again. I really appreciate that. We had Mark in there. He was new. I hadn't seen him before. And what is that? Taco Map? Taco Pock or something?
Taco.
Or something Pock in there. Yeah, because he asked about the green egg. In any case, we had a really good chat. Lofty was in there. I really appreciate everybody showing up, man. Thank you.
Yep.
There is still the podcast on SoundCloud. I post to there regularly. So if you're interested in a downloadable, I make sure every copy is downloadable. Hopefully I can get it into iTunes soon. All I need to do is fix a couple little things and it'll be in iTunes. So, but for now, it's in SoundCloud and it's absolutely free. You can download it or just listen to it in SoundCloud, wherever you choose. Thank you, guys. You can always copy and paste the RSS and put it in your iTunes manually if you would like as well. That is an option. You can do that. So, but in any case, you guys take care. We'll see you later on the next share beer. Hopefully, I'm going to set up a bunch more share beers as well so you can schedule them. Okay, guys. Peace out, man.
See you, Neri.
Cheers. Bye-bye.